my God, what a pile of garbage we just witnessed right there against Fulham. 1-0 to Chelsea. We were so lucky to somehow get the win. Everything today was wrong apart from the red card that happened, which saved us, because Fulham were better than us. They had better chances than us. So you can look at my cat. I'm going to keep her in the picture. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to talk about this game, man. Or before we talk about this game, please, guys, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to me. Like this video and get involved in the comment section and tell me what you guys think about that crappy win versus Fulham. Let's get straight to it, man. Let's get straight to it. Chelsea won, Fulham 0. We got so lucky because Fulham were actually the better team in the first half. They were creating more chances. Yes, we had more possession. Yes, we had more shots, but it doesn't mean anything because we don't do anything with possession. All we do is turn the ball over and get exposed on the counterattack. It's been happening for a good 4 or 5 weeks, and that trend continued today. A better team, or perhaps a more clinical performance from Fulham, would have mean that we go down. We would be 1-0 down at least in halftime because they had the biggest chance of the game, which they spurned. We got lucky. Because like a Fulham player completely lost his head and tried to take Aspi's leg. It was a horrendous challenge, a rash challenge, and it's a red. I try to give the benefit of the doubt to people because sometimes I feel like penalties or decisions are too soft these days, but this one was reckless. He went fully charged in, and if it was a little lower, then there could have been a case for a yellow card, but because he went fully charged in, basically he saved Frank Lampard his job, because really for me it's Frank Lampard got everything wrong today. Giroud shouldn't have started. Either Abraham or Werner should have started, in my personal opinion, against such a low block. I think we needed someone with slightly more mobility, and I don't think Giroud was that today. I feel like Giroud was the wrong option. Pulisic, although I feel like he will be one of Chelsea's biggest assets and main players in the next coming 5-10 years, today was a day for Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi has been in good form. He has been in really good form. And it's a very poor decision, in my opinion, to bench Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi doesn't get the same treatment that some of the other players do. Kovacic started again. I told you that Frank Lampard will start Kovacic. No matter what happens, he will revert back to Kovacic. And he did, and Kovacic was so bad in the first half. He was really poor. He only came alive in the last 20 minutes. And credit to him, I guess. But I want to see Kai Havertz. I don't see why he's being protected so much. He played in the cup and played well. What? Okay, it wasn't against a lower league opposition, but it's still a match that you have to play. And you know what players are like. They play well in a match. They get the confidence, they get self-belief, and they spur on and they move forward. To drop him completely for this match was a strange decision because we had a lot of rest. It's not as if we didn't have a lot of rest. The only thing I can think of is resting him for Leicester, and I hope so, but I think he will probably start Kovacic again. Kovacic and Jorginho were just so one-paced. At least with Jorginho, he was winning some crucial interceptions. Kovacic offered us nothing, absolutely nothing, apart from just losing the ball time and time again in the middle of the park, doing absolutely nothing in this game. I was just absolutely disappointed with Kovacic today. I thought he was the flop of the match without a shadow of a doubt. He was saved by that guy that got a red card. Otherwise, he would be the worst rated player in this game. He was so poor today. Kai Havertz has scored 2 goals and an assist in the last game and got benched. Hudson-Odoi, no matter what he does, he will always get benched. That's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Hudson-Odoi is not Frank Lampard's boy like Mason Mount is. Mason Mount, he played amazing. He was man of the match. But Hudson-Odoi, when he came on, saved Lampard's job. He saved Lamp's job, and it's high time that Lamps repays Hudson-Odoi some of the fate that he gives some of the other players. He deserves Hudson-Odoi a chance because he looks positive every time he comes on. He takes players on. He's productive. He gets in the final third. He looks to score. He looks to be a live wire in the final third. And today he was good. He put it on a plate for. He put a beautiful pass for Timo Werner, who went too wide and could not pick out a pass. And then there were moments where he took the players on and forced Fulham to retreat, and it was his movement that created the goal. And we were so lucky that we have players on the bench that can change the game, and that's what happened today. Timo Werner came on and he missed another clear-cut opportunity, but at least with Timo Werner, you know that he has pace, and he's going to make that run down that left-hand channel, and there's going to be space. And when there was space, we exploited it well in the last 20 minutes, and because Fulham were trying to get a goal. So our bench options saved us, but from the start, for 70 minutes, basically Frank Lampard got everything wrong, selection wrong. The players who he selected let him down again, and it was just Mason Mount saved them. Mason Mount and Hudson-Odoi, the academy boys, once again saved them. Kai Havertz did not deserve to get benched like this. I feel sorry for him. Billy Gilmore, another one who was absolutely amazing in the FA Cup, but then got completely axed in this game, which is a bit unfair, in my opinion. Kovacic has not been playing well, nor has Jorginho, but they keep getting selected. It's the way it is right now for Chelsea. I think Frank Lampard himself is very confused. He's making passive choices. He's making safety-first choices because he's afraid. He's afraid to lose his job, and today he hung on to his job by the skin of the... Just by that little bit. Mason Mount saved him, and Callum Hudson-Odoi came on and made a massive difference. He made a huge difference. Let's do the player ratings. Let's start all the way from the back. Benjamin Mendy, 5-6. Clean sheet, I gotta give him a 6. Default rating. He had some nervy moments. Azpilicueta really messed up in one situation. Azpilicueta, for me, gets a 5. He was not very good. He was actually rather poor. Thiago Silva, for me, gets an 8. For me, one of the man of the match candidates. Actually played well. Rudiger gets a 5. Rudiger is usually disastrous, and today was no different. He was very clumsy. He was okay. He was just average. Chilwell, 6. Jorginho gets a 6. Kovacic gets a 1 for me. 1. That's right, Kovacic. 1. You were awful. Mason Mount gets a 9. Who's the other midfield player? Pulisic gets a 5. Not his best. Not his best at all. Callum Hudson-Odoi deserves to start. Ziyech gets a 6. Giroud gets a 3. Timo Werner came on for me, gets a 5. Tammy Abraham gets a 5. And Callum Hudson-Odoi gets a 7.5. Callum Hudson-Odoi really, for the 7, he would get an 8 or 9 if he had played longer, because he was playing so well. And it's just he didn't get enough minutes for me to say 9 or 10 or 8 or whatever. But he looked very positive. Anyways, guys, we have a must-win game coming up against Leicester. If we want to be top 4, right now they're in 4th place. And if we want to catch them, we have to win against them. I would start, basically I would put Kante straight back into the team. Mason Mount and Kai Havertz in the middle of the park. Mason Mount slightly deeper with Kai Havertz playing in that number 10 role. I would go with Hakim Ziyech and Hudson-Odoi. Honestly, I would start with Hudson-Odoi. I would bench Christian Pulisic, and I would go with Timo Werner up front. Say hi to Bim. Bim is also tired of watching Chelsea play. She's not happy, man. She's not happy. I'm not happy. Anyways, guys, this was just a review and the player ratings of Chelsea, Fulham versus Chelsea. A horrendous win. A rubbish win. I'll see you after the Leicester game, or I'm going to do a preview for the Leicester game. Until then.